Good evening. So it's another video on telling the truth. So this is Asttarte Deva here with my YouTube channels, Asttarte Deva and Love, Sex, and Tea. My Instagram channel, Asttarte Deva, and my meetup group, Center for Healing Arts, PA. And so I wanted to continue to share what I was talking about before around boundaries, around your boundaries being honored, around communicating your boundaries and the significant importance of communicating sincerely your boundaries and your boundaries being heard. And then I wanted to talk about radically being honest about working with plant medicine and Tantra. The connection between Tantra and plant medicine is incredibly powerful and incredibly healing. And when it comes to a sacred, intimate relationship and a connection between two beloveds that have already established that they want to be together and they trust each other, they want to go on a journey of really unraveling and expanding their relationship to a higher level and become much closer than ever before. Plant medicine, while being in sacred, intimate relationship, is incredibly powerful. And what I mean by plant medicine is psilocybin, MDMA, ayahuasca, San Pedro. Those particular ones are great for the heart medicines. I talk about other medicines. They're good for other things, but for the heart and for opening the heart, for expanding the heart, for feeling into your heart and feeling that oneness with yourself, with your soul, and feeling that oneness with another, with your beloved. There's nothing more amazing than being in a ceremony on ayahuasca or a heart-opening medicine and holding the person that you love the most in your arms. There's nothing like it. It's incredible. I have never experienced anything more powerful than that experience. The closest thing is Tantra. So Tantra practices, breathwork practices, doing sacred intimacy practices, eye gazing, energy clearing, massage with a beloved, with another healer or a friend, creating that safe space of intense emotional intimacy, not sexual at this point. In the beginning, when you're first connecting, when you're first together in the evening or whenever you start, the emotional intimacy is the most important. And it's the most important even when you are building a love connection, when you're building a trust, when you're building a friendship, when you're deciding you want to maybe pursue this person or maybe you want to get a little close to this person. Being emotionally connected is priority. It's like being best friends with the person that you decide that you might want to be intimate with too. That's so important to have that safety, to have that safety net, to feel that trust, and to be on the same page, to have the same desires for intimacy. There's the same desires for vulnerability and the similar boundaries, similar ways of expression. And monogamy versus polyamory, that would be up to the partner. But when you're connecting on an emotional level, you want to be able to feel like you can be vulnerable, that you can feel free, that you can surrender, that you can trust. And so those are really important to lay the groundwork before doing any plant medicine work. And that can be done through simple practices, non-medicinal practices in your regular life. You could meditate together, you go on dates, go for walks, hold hands, energy healing practices, laying on of hands or massaging each other, building the frequency of love, and building that frequency of love, continuing to build that frequency of love with positivity, kindness, being generous, being giving, being loving, being accepting, being understanding, being supportive, letting the other person have whatever experience they need to have, and let them go through whatever process they need to go through, and just allow them to be in their process. And as you come together, you can slowly come closer and closer and closer. And as you get closer, and over time, when you feel that it's the right time, you feel safe, you can decide to go on a ceremony together. You can decide to do a plant medicine ceremony together. And you can either do it with another community in a safe environment with another facilitator, or if you're trained as a facilitator yourself, you can trust that you know exactly what you're doing, and you can start very slow, start small, and work through whatever needs to be worked through. And stuff will come up. There will be stuff that comes up. There will be feelings that come up. There may be, like, you may get in your head. You may be, oh my God, and you want to talk about a million things that are going to come up. Or you may just want to be held, and you may feel a lot of grief. You may feel a lot of sadness, and you have this person there that is showing you love and affection, and you have an opportunity to receive that love that you really need, that you really are craving. Or you may feel an energy, in your different chakras, maybe your solar plexus chakra, or maybe your womb, your sacral chakra for a man, or your womb for a woman. You may feel like some heavy energies there. You may feel anger, or you may feel frustration. The important thing when you're doing plant medicine is not to have sex. You stay in the medicine, you be in the medicine as long as you possibly can. And if it's a safe space, you want to be held. You want to hold the container of that safety, and work through the emotions that are coming up. Work through the feelings that are arising, and don't do anything else. Just holding, using your hands, cuddling, palming, energy work, breath work, acupressure, massage. And if you're alone and there's no one else there, and you're kind of coming off the medicine, you can decide at that time if you want to be intimate, if you are in a serious relationship. Otherwise, you want to just hold the energy, and you can work with that sexual energy. You can work with the breathing. You can work with that kundalini, and that alone is incredibly intimate, is incredibly powerful, and it's incredibly sexual, without even doing any so-called sexual activity. You're just feeling the love. That sexual energy is spiritual energy, is powerful energy, and it's energy of love. It's energy of healing, and it will push things up. It will move things. It will release things, and you'll know what it's working on when you're in the experience, when you're in the process, in the moment. And there's nothing like it. So there's nothing like having a sacred, intimate partner that you trust in sacred journey space with you. You can do journey space alone, and those are also incredibly powerful, and they can be very healing, and you can process and work with the spirit realm and work with your guides and let go of what you need to let go of. But once you've done enough journeys by yourself, you've released a lot of what you need to release, and stuff comes up really when there's another person involved. Stuff comes up when you're mirroring someone else, or when they are mirroring you, or when there's a push-pull energy, or when there's an energy of need, an energy of gratification, or if the person is pulling away, that will bring stuff up. So it's gonna, medicine work and intimacy, Tantra will bring things up in a much stronger, in a much more powerful way than when you do medicine work by yourself. But you do want to do medicine work alone before doing it with a partner. At least alternate. It's important to do it together, but it's also important to do it alone and to process what needs to be processed. So I just wanted to talk briefly about Tantra and plant medicine and how they really go well together. So it can be a powerful experience to have do Tantra healing work, do solo work, and do your medicine work. Do your medicine alone, do your medicine together. So that's what I wanted to share, and I will share more about this. It's something that I love talking about, and without saying it, I've written many books on it, without saying that it's about medicine, or the intimacy was created from having done an enormous amount of healing work with the medicine. So I have more books coming, but that's what I wanted to share for today. Have a beautiful night. Love you so much.